statement and this false information that says, quote, the test results are clear and came back. Crawford has been officially accused of doping after failing the test. The WBA, the World Boxing Association, that knows the WBA, has stepped in and Canelo could still retain his titles. This is lies. These are lies. It's nasty work that this is even a thing. It's nasty work that this is even possible.
What makes people want to be impaired? Smell of liquor stinks. Like what good is it? It don't taste good. Like, I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't party. Your body is a temple.
And the livestock ranches, sometimes when people purchase the cattle from you, they lock the cattle in for 24 hours and they're just gonna weigh the cattle without any feces or urine in their body. So a lot of the ranchers, they know sometimes in the dry parts of Mexico, they inject the cattle with clenbuterol, so it keeps the cattle nice and stocky and big. So when that happens, and it shouldn't be done, but they do it, they want to make their money too, and you ingest that food and you have clenbuterol in your system.
Now this is where it gets interesting, isn't it? You've got the WBA just casually dropping info like it's no big deal. But come on folks, this isn't just about where to find the info, it's about accountability. Crawford's failed Vada test raises a lot of red flags. Fans, analysts, and even fighters are asking tough questions. Could the WBA be covering something up here? A big issue for boxing's integrity if this isn't handled properly.
At all. And people, all you got to do is go to the WBA. That's all you got. You can go to the WBA website, right? You can ask the WBA on Instagram. You can message the WBA on Instagram, right? They'll give you the information.
Now let's hear what other voices in the sport have to say. It's one thing to fail a test, but when the rumors keep growing, the truth becomes harder to hide. Now this is just madness. The fact that these whispers are surfacing just before the biggest fight of Crawford's career? Injecting what exactly? The lack of transparency is only adding fuel to the fire. This smells fishy, doesn't it?
Hey, listen, man, for that Crawford versus Canelo fight, Vada, y'all stay y'all ass out of this one. Yeah, y'all stay out of this one. Let them boys go ahead and train and work hard and inject themselves whatever they want to inject themselves with. Leave the juice crew alone, leave Bud and them alone.
But hey, there's always more to the story. Let's see what others in the boxing world think. Duke McKenzie's spot on, twice caught, and it's still contamination? That excuse is wearing thin. In boxing, this isn't just about cheating, it's about lives on the line. No place for drug cheats in the ring, plain and simple.
If you've done it once, then you got caught out, then you do it again. It can't be contamination, can it? Because you've been caught twice for doing the same thing. So, if it was me, take his license away. Because you cannot cheat in the sport of boxing.
But hey, not everyone's on the same page. Let's hear what others have to say about this whole scandal. Dave Coldwell's raw emotion says it all. But the big question is, how many chances does Crawford get? It doesn't matter if it's the first or third failure. Cheating is cheating. No place for excuses in boxing, and especially not in a title fight.
Fucking hell, cheating bastard. Yeah. That's the initial reaction. Whether it's a first fail or a third fail, that's the initial reaction. Your gut reaction is. But then obviously we don't know what he's failed for yet, and we don't know what it is. But then when it's somebody that's failed 3 times, or this is the third adverse reaction.
The drama's building, but let's see what Eddie Hearn has to say. Things are about to get even more intense. Eddie Hearn nails it. Crawford's got a lot to prove right now. He's already guilty in the eyes of many, and clearing his name is a mountain to climb. But let's be honest, can you really trust someone who's failed twice?
Thinks he's guilty, that he's not. And we live in an age where you're supposed to be innocent until proven guilty. Right now, I think he's guilty until proven innocent. So that's his job, to make sure that, effectively he's fighting for his career right now.
Canelo's keeping it cool, but you can see the surprise in his eyes. Deep down though, this affects him. He's been here before with the whole drug testing saga. No doubt he's thinking, what's going on with Crawford? But he's not rushing to judgment yet.
With him, I don't know exactly what is going on, and so I don't have anything to say right now. I'm surprised, yes, because I know Ryan and I don't.
But the truth always comes out. Johnny Nelson's got more on the matter. Let's hear what he's saying. Johnny Nelson's saying it all. It's a mess. An inquiry's almost inevitable now. The bigger question is, who's responsible for this? How many people knew about Crawford's issues, and why is it only coming out now? This could be bigger than just a failed test.
Unfortunately, there is going to be there needs to be an inquiry straight after this. Why, what? But that's what I'm hearing. This news is as fresh to me as it is you. I'm quite sure when this goes out, it'll be all over the place anyway.
Colin Hart's right. This situation is far from simple. But let's be honest. 3 failed tests, and we're supposed to believe it's all just a mistake? The damage to boxing's reputation is real, and Crawford has a long road ahead if he's to restore his name in the sport.
Don't forget, he's been failed 2 previous drug tests. The second one, he was exonerated. So let's not jump to conclusions. But it's not good for him, and it's not good for the sport.
Let's wrap this up with Simon Jordan. He's got some strong opinions on this. Simon Jordan doesn't hold back. He's right. Crawford may not be officially guilty, but the evidence is stacking up. 2 failed drug tests should be a massive red flag, and that's something even the most hardcore fans can't ignore. In this sport, integrity is everything. If he fails to prove his innocence, a ban might be the only fair outcome. It's not just about the fighters, it's about setting a standard for the entire sport. Everyone's watching, and Crawford's credibility is on the line. Let's face it, the longer this drags on, the more the trust erodes.
But the idea, what he is he's able to fight. The idea that he is cleared beyond any reproach is for the birds.
Oh, I disagree. I mean, we're never going to agree on it. We're never going to agree on it.
Well,
but
you
when
guys
you
probably
don't
would.
receive a
You
fine,
guys probably
when
wouldn't
you
agree
don't
on it.
receive a ban, when you are cleared and not, the reality is he has not been found guilty.
Right.
Spencer Oliver and Simon Jordan hit the nail on the head. No second chances in boxing. 1 failed test and you're done. This is the type of mindset that's needed to protect the integrity of the sport. If athletes think they can get away with multiple chances, it opens the floodgates for more cheating. Boxing's dangerous enough without the added threat of performance enhancers. The message needs to be clear: cheat and you're out. This isn't just about one fighter, it's about sending a strong, unwavering message to every fighter in the game.
Yeah, listen, I've always been strong on that. I've always been strong on the fact that I don't believe in giving them a second chance.
You're basically saying no 3 strikes and you're out.
No 3 strikes.
2 strikes and you're out. No. 1, you fail a test and gone ski.
Absolutely, because I just believe then that moving forward, people would think twice about doing it. If they think, well, you know what, I'll get a second chance anyway.
But Michael Hunter's got an even bolder stance on the matter. Let's hear what he thinks. Michael Hunter doesn't mince words, and I couldn't agree more. 3 failed tests. That's a pattern, not a mistake. The fact that Crawford's got multiple strikes against him is a slap in the face to the sport. 1 time might be a mistake, but 3? That's deliberate, and we can't just let it slide. Fans and fighters alike deserve better. Boxing is a gladiator sport, and anyone who cheats puts not only their opponent's career on the line, but their very life. The sport deserves better, and so do the fans. Enough is enough.
I mean, 3 strikes you're out. I mean, we've crucified some people, some fighters for popping 1 time, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you know what I'm saying? And Dillian should be no different, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what the situation is, but, to be caught 3 times and, just to paint the narrative that they do, you know what I'm saying? It's bad.
Johnny Nelson is speaking the truth here. This whole situation reeks of a cover-up. The fact that it's breaking like this piecemeal with new details emerging every hour is exactly what we saw with Conor Benn's case. Boxing has been rocked by scandal after scandal, and it's clear there's a deep need for change. For too long, fighters have been allowed to skirt accountability, and this latest saga just adds fuel to the fire. If Crawford or anyone else is hiding something, it needs to come out now. Fans and fighters alike deserve to know the full story. Boxing is a sport of honor, grit, and sacrifice, but these constant failings undermine everything we stand for. If it's true that key people knew but didn't act, then that's just as much of an issue. The trust between the fans, the fighters, and the sport itself is slowly eroding, and it's time someone took responsibility.
What drugs you take, it doesn't make you a better fighter. It might make you stronger, might make you fit. It doesn't make you a better fighter, and that's proof. So until more news comes out.
Daniel Dubois has hit the... Now let's hear from Daniel Dubois. He's got some blunt words on this subject, and trust me, you'll want to hear this. Nail on the head with this one. The fact that drug cheats still walk around the sport like it's no big deal is disgraceful. Boxing isn't just about getting a win, it's about blood, sweat, and sacrifice. When someone steps into that ring, they're risking everything, sometimes their life, and the last thing they need is someone with an unfair advantage. These cheats aren't just harming themselves, they're undermining the entire sport. And for what? To get an edge for a fight that should be about natural skill and willpower. The message here is clear. If you're caught, you're out. There's no room for second chances when people's safety is on the line. Fans are sick of seeing the sport tarnished by cheaters. It's time to draw a line in the sand. Drug cheats need to step aside and let the true fighters, the ones with heart, courage, and discipline, take their place.
And find the people that are, doing that sort of thing. So, drug cheats need to, they need to step aside and let real fighters fight.
Don Charles is absolutely right. Drug use in boxing is unforgivable. This sport is as dangerous as it gets, and when fighters are found using substances to enhance their performance, it's not just a violation of the rules, it's a betrayal of everything boxing stands for. Crawford or anyone caught cheating shouldn't get a free pass. The governing bodies have been far too lenient, and they are failing to protect the sport's integrity. There's no place for drug cheats in boxing, and it's time the sport took a stronger stance. Enforce heavier penalties and make it clear that cheating has no place in the ring.
Like taking drugs, I mean, this is very unforgiving. You can't, I'm sorry. Provided he's been found, it's 100% that those substances were found in his system, it's unforgiving. And you know what, I blame the governing bodies because I don't believe that they imposing heavy enough fines.
The stakes are massive for Crawford and boxing as a whole. If Crawford truly is guilty, this could be the end of his career, and the ripple effects will be felt across the sport. Boxing can't afford to keep turning a blind eye to these issues. It needs to clean up its act before more trust is lost. If Crawford shocks the world and somehow overcomes this scandal, the question remains, is he the mentally stronger fighter, or is Canelo the one who wants it more? Regardless of the outcome, the future of the sport is at a crossroads. This could be a turning point for boxing. What do you think? Should Crawford face a ban, or is this a case of unfair judgment? Let us know in the comments.